Countries all around the world have been building their Air Force capabilities to unreal strengths. We undoubtedly acknowledge the US military power, but what hides behind India being the fourth largest operational air force globally, with over 1,400 aircraft in service? In this episode, we're checking out all the latest Indian aircraft being deadly assassins and what it costs to obtain such a power. So let's get into it. Number 1. Rafale. In September, 5 French-made multi-role Rafale fighter jets were inducted into the Indian Air Force in a ceremony at the Ambala Air Force Base. The defense minister said induction of the jets is a big and stern message to those eyeing India's sovereignty, implying China over the border row. As most awaited Indian defense purchases, the French-origin Rafale is a 4.5 generation, twin-engine Omni-role equipped to carry out a wide range of missions, including in-depth strikes, anti-ships attacks, and nuclear deterrence. 2 Snecma M88-2 afterburning turbofan engines give the Rafale a maximum speed of Mach 1.8, or 863 miles per hour. With the lowest radar cross-section, Rafale operates weapons like Mica, Meteor, Hammer. It is capable of performing several actions at the same time, such as firing air-to-air missiles during a very low-altitude penetration phase. The flight control system of the Rafale attains the highest level of flight safety by leveraging on the extensive experience of Dassault Aviation and fly-by-wire technology. Over 1 million flight hours without a single incident caused by the FCS. The average cost per unit is around $120 million. Number 2. Mirage 2000. Known in India as Vajra, Mirage 2000 is a single-engine 4th-generation jet fighter and one of the Indian Air Force's most versatile aircraft of French origin. It has advanced avionics, new multi-target air-to-ground and air-to-air firing procedures using the RDY radar, and a new sensor and control systems. The aircraft was inducted in IAF 1985 and played a decisive role in the 1999 War of Kargil and 2019's Balakot airstrike. It can attain a maximum speed of 1,451 miles per hour by a single engine. Mirage 2000 has 9 hardpoints for carrying weapon system payloads, 5 on the fuselage and 2 on each wing. The aircraft can carry 4 Mica missiles, 2 Magic missiles, and 3 drop tanks simultaneously. Mirage 2000 is also equipped with a range of air-to-surface missiles and weapons, including laser-guided bombs. The aircraft is equipped with Tails RDY Doppler radar, which can simultaneously detect up to 24 targets. The average cost per unit production is around $30.6 million. Number 3. Sukhoi 30 MKI. Su-30 MKI is a multi-role combat fighter aircraft jointly developed by the Sukhoi Design Bureau and Hindustan Aeronautics Limited for the Indian Air Force with the latest modernization in 2018. The Sukhoi Su-30 MKI aircraft incorporates an aerodynamic airframe made of titanium and high-intensity aluminum alloys. The Su-30 MKI is powered by 2 A131FP turbojet engines, which provide a maximum speed of Mach 1.9. The fighter jets of the new squadron carry BrahMos supersonic cruise missiles, which can strike targets within the range of 180 miles. It also fitted the range of air-to-surface, air-to-air missiles, and KAB-1500 laser-guided bombs. The average cost per unit production is $62 million. Number 4. Jaguar. Jaguar is a twin-engined ground attack aircraft designed and developed jointly by Dassault and the UK-based British Aircraft Corporation. A total of 573 Jaguars have been ordered globally, comprising 116 to India. Only the Indian Air Force is currently using the upgraded Jaguar in active duty, having a license agreement to build it locally by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. Indian Air Force has recently upgraded its entire fleet of Jaguars by adding avionics support. The aircraft has 5 hardpoints, 4 under the wings and 1 under the center pylon stations. It can carry up to 4,500 kilograms of payload and accommodate Martel anti-radar missiles, laser-guided air-to-ground missile, 2 Magic air-to-air missiles, and also AN-52 nuclear bomb. 2 Adur Mk102 turbofan engines power the Jaguar to reach a maximum speed of 1,055 miles per hour and have a ferry range of 2,190 miles, with 564 miles combat radius. Despite Jaguar's low cost of $8 million, the only problem is the aircraft's inability to fly at high altitude with a heavy load on board. Number 5. MiG-21. The MiG-21 is a supersonic jet fighter and interceptor aircraft designed in the Soviet Union. Approximately 60 countries over 4 continents have flown the MiG-21, and it still serves many nations 6 decades after its maiden flight. MiG-21 made aviation records, became the most produced supersonic jet aircraft in aviation history. Costing only $2 million, it was a lightweight fighter, achieving Mach 2 with a relatively low-powered afterburning turbojet, and is thus comparable to the American Lockheed F-104 Starfighter and Northrop F-5 Freedom Fighter. The aircraft can carry one 23mm twin-barrel cannon with 4 R-60 close combat missiles. In 1971, MiG-21 formed the Indian Air Force's backbone, with more than 250 estimated units in the Indo-Pak War. Number 6. MiG-29. The MiG-29 formed the second line of defense after the Sukhoi Su-30 MKI. The MiG-29 is exported to more than 30 nations, India being the first and largest one. The modernized MiG-29 UPG is equipped with high-precision air-to-air and air-to-surface weapons to deliver high combat efficiency against aerial, ground, and sea-based targets. It incorporates enhanced cockpit and avionics, additional fuel tanks, upgraded engines, and increased weapons carriage capacity. 2 RD-33 Series 3 engines power the MiG-29 SMT Fulcrum to attain a maximum speed of 932 miles per hour near the ground and 1,491 miles per hour at high altitudes. The average cost per unit is around $22 million. The multi-role fighter jet features 6 external hardpoints to carry a variety of modern high-precision weapon systems. The aircraft can reach a maximum range of more than 3,106 miles when fitted with 3 drop tanks and 1 single in-flight refueling. The MiG-29 were used extensively during the Kargil War by the Indian Air Force to provide escort for Mirage 2000 attacking targets with laser-guided bombs. Number 7. HAL Tejas. Tejas is a single-seat, single-engine, lightweight, high-agility supersonic fighter aircraft manufactured by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited and entered service with the Indian Air Force in 2016. Electronic warfare, targeting, surveillance, reconnaissance, or training pods can be carried on the hardpoints. Drop tanks can also be carried. The standard price per unit production is $40 million. Tejas fighter aircraft has 8 external hardpoints to carry stores, with 3 under each wing, 1 on the center fuselage, and 1 installed under the air intake on the port side. The aircraft can be armed with air-to-air, air-to-ground, anti-ship missiles, precision-guided munitions, rockets, and bombs. The radar has multiple target search and track-while-scan and ground mapping modes of operation. It can fly at a maximum speed of 1,370 miles per hour, and the range of the aircraft is 1,864 miles. The Indian Air Force has been undergoing a modernization program to replace and upgrade its aging and outdated equipment since the late 90s to advanced standards. For that reason, it has started procuring and developing aircraft, weapons, associated technologies, and infrastructures. The primary focus of current modernization and upgrades is to replace aircraft purchased from the Soviet Union that currently forms the backbone of the Air Force. The Indian Air Force plans to attain 42 squadrons strength by 2035 and deploy 450 fighter jets each along the northern and western borders with Pakistan, China, and eastern borders with China. The Indian Air Force will also acquire large numbers of stealthy autonomous drones, swarm drones like Alpha S, and unmanned aircraft to transform into a fully advanced, network-centric force capable of sustained multi-role operations along the entire spectrum. Let's look also at some powerful current transport aircraft. Ilyushin Il-76. For strategic airlift operations, the IAF uses the Ilyushin Il-76, known as Gaj Raj, Hindi for King Elephant. It is a multi-purpose 4-engine turbofan strategic airlifter designed by the Soviet Union's Ilyushin. The Il-76 has seen extensive service as a commercial freighter for ramp-delivered cargo, especially for outsized or heavy items unable to be otherwise carried. The aircraft was first conceived by Ilyushin in 1967 to meet a requirement for a freighter able to carry a payload of 88,000 pounds over a range of 3,100 miles in less than 6 hours, able to operate from short and unprepared airstrips, and capable of coping with the worst weather conditions likely to be experienced in Siberia and the Soviet Union's Arctic regions. The Il-76 has also been modified into an airborne refueling tanker, designated the Il-78. Around 50 aircraft having been produced with the cost of about $50 million per unit. A variant of the Il-76 also serves as a firefighting water bomber. Another application for the type was found in Antarctic support flights and for conducting simulated weightlessness training for cosmonauts used by NASA. Boeing C-17 Globemaster III. The Boeing C-17 Globemaster III military airlift aircraft is a high-wing, 4-engine, T-tailed military transport vehicle capable of carrying payloads of up to 76 tons and costing around $218 million. Since it entered service in January 1995, 218 aircraft have been delivered to the U.S. Air Force. The C-17 commonly performs tactical and strategic airlift missions, transporting troops and cargo throughout the world. Additional roles include medical evacuation and airdrop duties. It flies a range of 2,780 miles and can land on small airfields up to 3,000 feet. A fully integrated electronic cockpit and advanced cargo system allow a crew of 3, the pilot, co-pilot, and loadmaster, to operate all systems on any mission type. C-130J Super Hercules. The IAF C-130Js are used by Special Forces for combined Army-Air Force operations. The Lockheed Martin C-130J Super Hercules is a 4-engine turboprop military transport aircraft, costing around $167 million. The C-130J is a comprehensive update of the Lockheed C-130 Hercules, with new engines, flight deck, and other systems. Capable of using unprepared runways for takeoffs and landings, the C-130 was originally designed as a troop, medevac, and cargo transport aircraft with max takeoff weight of 155,000 pounds. The versatile airframe has found uses in a variety of other roles, including as a gunship, for airborne assault, search and rescue, and aerial firefighting. It is now the main tactical airlifter for many military forces worldwide. More than 40 variants of the Hercules, including civilian versions marketed as the Lockheed L-100, operate in more than 60 nations. And that's all the time we have for today's video. We hope you enjoyed taking a look at the Indian Air Forces. Please give this video a like if you learned something new, and make sure you subscribe so you never miss another video from Front Cost. See you next time.